Hi there, it's Morris from selfimprovementmethods.com. And today I have another secret for you, and it's called How to Make Things Go Right. If you've ever had things not going right, you might have wondered what's going on, but this is a secret, and it's a formula, and it's the way things work. So it's only three parts, but you can get, and they seem simple, but they're actually pretty ingenious. So catch it. Okay, let's see if this is going to be a good thing here. Okay, so how to make things go right. Um, let's see. The first point is knowledge. If you have knowledge about a topic um, or a subject, let me get that back up here better. Okay, yeah. So if you, in your field of endeavor or what in the area of the thing that you want to make go right, right? You need to know about that. And if you are lacking the knowledge, then you're just flying blind. And that seems like a simple thing to say, but you'd be surprised how many people think they have enough knowledge about the area, or it's so simple that anybody can do it. But no, you have to actually know the thing. And even if it's a new subject to you, if somebody else knows about it, then uh, there's no excuse for you not knowing. It's a simple thing to find out. Since Google was invented, nobody has the excuse I don't know, because everybody can find out anything about anything. So that's the first big key. Um, this is another part of knowledge here. Certainty is knowledge, not data. Okay. For instance, a dictionary has a lot of data, an encyclopedia has a lot of data, and Google has a lot of data. But none of those three things are in charge of departments or companies or are entrepreneurs. So it's the person. And if you can stack up the data, you just don't know how to use it, right? And by certainty, I mean that you have a workable formula of how things work. You've tested it. It's tried and true. And you know that this is what's going to help or the way to do things. So it's the certainty of the knowledge that is the biggest part of this three-part process here of knowledge. So if you just have a general knowing about something, um, you're not going to be anywhere near as effective as if you have certainty on it. So what I want you to do is take all that data, and I know about things, and I understand. I have a working concept. I have a working understanding. All those things are not going to cut it. You need to have certainty. You have to know that it's going to work so that it's predictable and something you can rely on. It's not just information, but you know for a fact that these things are going to work. And the knowing for a fact is really knowledge. The next thing is control. Um, there's bad control and there's good control. And if you mention the word control, people think, oh my gosh, I'm being manipulated. It's a terrible thing. Or the government with their iron boots and it's just going to come down and they're going to lock us all up, the damn fascist. No, see, there's good control and there's bad control. And when you are being under somebody's thumb or you're motivated by coercion or strong, heavy discipline, or the people that do well are being ignored, the people that are goof offs are getting awards, um, that's bad control. So, what people want is good control. It's like a child will act out with no boundaries. If they live in a house where they can do whatever they want, they're going to do whatever they want, and they have no control on them. A good control is to let the kid understand there are uh, ramifications. There's consequences for their actions, and kids love that, and they just absolutely need to have boundaries so that they can press against those boundaries, and that's part of growing up. And people, as they grow up, they love that too. They would love to have a manager say, do this, don't do that, keep it in this little area. This is what I expect out of you, clean cut rules. And so when you are in control, you have to exercise good control and not bad control. Don't just let the Indians run wild. There's got to be a chief there, and there has to be a clear marked out what's expected of people, and that's part of making things go right. So if you're not in control and you're supposed to be, things will never go right. So you need to have knowledge, certainty, and you need to have control, good control. Moving on to number 3, responsibility. Uh, Responsibility is not blame. So if something goes wrong, the worst thing to do is to say, um, I am to blame, because that's not what responsibility is. Responsibility is being the cause. You see, there's effect and there's cause. So if you are back again in you're exercising good control, you are exercising cause, right? Bad control, yeah, hell's breaking loose and nobody knows, and everything's a surprise, everything's an emergency, everything's all hands on deck and disruptive. And that's because they are at effect. They have no idea how to cause things to happen. So with your knowledge, which is certainty, and your control, which is good control, predictable, workable, and responsibility being at cause and not being at effect, you're not running around. I've always said that if there's an emergency, that means something is terribly wrong. Somebody screwed up if there's an emergency. There should never be emergencies. There should be things that go right and things that need your plan B. But there should never be, oh, blindsided, and how could that possibly happen? There should be no surprises. So, knowledge, control, responsibility. Those are the 3 things, and they work again like a little triangle or a little 3-legged stool. And you can increase if things are not going right. One of these 3 points is going to be the problem. So you just have to figure out, is there something here we don't know about? Is there something out of our control? Or have I abandoned the driver's seat and I am not causing things? So if you want to make things right, you can cause things to go right with good control and with certainty of what you're doing. Those are the 3 things, and you can boost up every leg of that thing, and you can get bigger and bigger and better at making things go right. And you will not be blindsided. You will not have emergencies. You won't feel lost and bounced around in the world. You'll be making things go right. So congratulations to you. So share, comment, like, subscribe, and visit my this link here, selfimprovementmethods.com/go, and get your free little present from me. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and make it a good day. Bye.